Yeah. Sean, what's up?
Stigmatism, man, what's up? Do anything.
Okay. What is it, man?
Stigmatism in my soul.
Okay. You got it, man?
Do anything.
Anything?
Anything.
You sure?
Put your mind to it. Do anything.
But what if it's hard, though, man?
If it's hard, it's gonna be hard. If it's easy, it's gonna be easy. It's all about what you think.
Trucker Ron, what's up?
Okay, I can dig that.
Uh,
I love you, Sean.
me too.
Stigmatism in my soul, man. Window cleaner with soul. You see it, you hear it.
Dopest channel.
Dopest channel on YouTube.
You hear it.
What's up, y'all? What's going on, man? August the 30th, 2021. It's 1:17 in the PM. Hope everybody's doing well. I want to give a shout out to my man. Shout out to my man Lloyd Taylor for signing up for the Patreon. Appreciate you, kid. Thank you. Signed up for the $55 annual joint. The Patreon channel was sold. Everybody that's bought Volume 3, Stigmatism in My Soul, those books will be here next week, and I will start shipping them next week. You can order your copy today. I'll sign it for you. GunbyPublishing.BigCartel.com. Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3. If you buy all 3 copies at one time, I'll send you a free T-shirt. Just put your phone number in the order form. I'll call you and get your T-shirt size. We could wrap a minute and get your shirt and your books out to you, man. And I want to thank everybody in advance for supporting the platform. The platform is growing. And, I'm excited. All right, this is the one that we want right here. I'm trying to copy the link. Hold on one second, y'all. I'm trying to copy the link. There we go. Now it's working. All right, that's the one I wanted. All right, this one is going to go down. I want to give out a shout out to my girl over in London. She came back. She bought some more stuff today. Appreciate her. She knows who she is. Let's go. Our thoughts and words have life. Our thoughts and words are living things. Our thoughts and words have life. Our thoughts and words are living things. Even though the thought can't be seen with the naked eye, it's clearly visible. Right? And today we're going to talk about living a life of expectancy, right? Speaking things into existence, living a life of expectancy, believing beforehand, expecting it to happen. When I approach my life, shout out to my man CMH2THJ. Thank you for that super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you, sir. I've been living for 52 years. I know I don't look it. I know I look great. I know I look amazing. I'm in tremendous shape. Yes, I am. And there have been times in my life, check me out, where I didn't live a life of expectancy. I didn't expect things to happen. And you know what happened? It didn't happen. Things that I wanted, things that I had hoped to happen, things I would even pray for. But I wouldn't expect it to happen. And it wouldn't happen. This is my life. And then as I lived, and I gathered more information and I gathered more life experience. Shout out to everybody over here in the big chat. Harrison Bond, what up? Yo, Harrison Bond, come on over to the joint over here, man. I'm gonna put the joint right there. Everybody on this page, look at that link, click that link and come on over to the Podcast with Soul and please subscribe when you get there. Real Active Fitness, come on over, click that link, come on over. And as I've lived and gathered more life experience and gathered more information and more practical, real world experience, of changing my thought process, right? And believing beforehand and understanding that my thoughts have life, right? And I don't fully understand it. You understand? I'm not going to sit here and say that I have a full grasp of how this thing works, because I don't. I'm just scratching the surface. But I do understand it to a degree that when I expect something to happen, when I visualize something and I expect something to happen, when I move on something and I move in a direction and I expect it to happen, when I speak on something and I speak in the direction of making it happen, it's something about the total composition of who I am that moves me in that direction. And from what I've read and from what I understand, then once I'm doing that, because everything in the universe is inside of me, when I begin to do that, the universe hears that and begins to make way how and when and put things in place for the very thing that I expect to happen in my life. Living a life of expectancy. Man, I'm gonna call this honey, man. I met this honey today. I'm gonna call her. I'm gonna get with her. I'm gonna take her out. I'm gonna take her out to eat. We gonna go out. We gonna have a good time. When I think like that, then everything in my body, everything in my being moves toward bringing that thought and those words and that vision into real world physical manifestation. So when I do reach out, my conversation is right. When I do reach out, my energy through the phone is right. When I do reach out, my vibration through the phone is right. Right? And she's receptive because she feels the energy. Now, on the flip side, if I go at it like, well, man, I don't really know if I'm gonna get that job. I don't really know. I went down, I put in the application, but I don't really know if I'm gonna get that job. I don't think I'm gonna get it because, you know, they done hired 2 other people. It was 11 people in line for me. It was 11 people in line with me. I don't really know I'm gonna get it. That being my thought, those being my words to myself, right? That becomes my energy. That becomes my vibration. And then what happens? I don't expect it. So what? I don't follow up with a phone call after the interview. I don't follow up and reach out to the human resource manager who I spoke to when I went down there. I don't reach out to the supervisor who I interviewed with when I went for the interview. So, you know, they become busy doing something else, or they don't think I even want the position because I didn't show any kind of interest. So what happens? I don't really get it. I don't get it. But when I expect it, man, I'm going to get this job, man. I'm going to get this job. I go down there, I interview. Everything is right. I'm speaking right in the interview. My energy is up. My body language is right. My eye contact is right. You know, I got a good disposition. I'm smiling. I'm shaking hands. I'm good morning, everybody. Thank you for allowing me to, thank you for taking the chance to interview me. I leave. And when I'm leaving, I'm saying, man, I'm going to get this job. I'm going to get the whole rest of the day. The next day I wake up, man, I'm going to get this job. What do? I wake up, I pick up the phone, and I call the human resource manager, and I call the supervisor, say, yo, how you doing? This is Sean. I was down there yesterday. That's a life of expectancy. That's a life of expectancy. You got to expect it to work. You got to expect it to happen. You get a sip of coffee. You got to believe it before it's even real. And your words, man, and your thoughts have life, man. Them motherfuckers is living things, man. They are living things, man. Look at the correlation of your thought process and where you at in life. Look at the correlation of the conversation you have with yourself and look at your current circumstance. Even back to me. This holds true for everybody, right? Especially go-getters, hustlers, people the movers and shakers. Your words and your thoughts have life. According to James Allen, a man's circumstance is so tied to his thought process that he is where he is because that's where he wants to be, because that's where he thought himself there. Right? And even for the people, and I'm talking to y'all, all of y'all that come on here, all of you guys that are successful, even for the people that experience success, that are living in a life of success, you get to a point to where you plateau. You're not where you used to be. You've made progress, but you ain't where you want to be. Right? And the words and thoughts that you were telling yourself back then have got you to this level, to this plateau, right? So y'all click on that link over here. Brooklyn Dictator, Slim D, click on that link. Blessed Tone, click on that link. Come over to the podcast with Soul. So you chilling, you good. But you a hustler, you a mover and a shaker, you a go-getter. There's another level that you want to reach. So the things and the thoughts that you were telling yourself back then that got you to this plateau, they not working to get you to that next level, to elevate you higher than the plateau. You stuck. So what do you got to do? What do I got to do? I got to retell myself some new things, right? I got to have a new conversation with myself. Yeah, y'all see me, you know, I got this podcast, I got the YouTube channel, the calisthenics channel, I got the Patreon, I got the shirts. I'm doing all right, but I could be doing better. And I want better and I want more. So what I was telling myself in 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019 to get me here, those words only had enough life to get me to this point. So now that I'm here, in order to break through to the next joint, I got to retell myself some new shit. I got to rethink some new things, right? I got to take some new risks if I want to go higher. Our thoughts and our words have action. I mean, our thoughts and our words have life. They have life. You know, we always talk about speaking it into existence. You know, you got to speak that shit into existence. You know, and it's something about the world. It's something about the universe. And I don't understand it. And I'm not going to profess to tell you I understand it. I don't think anybody understands it, but understands it. They can conjecture, they can hypothesize, they can give you their opinion, they can give you their life experience. But to sit back and tell you exactly this is how this thing works, I don't know. But what I do know that in my life, you know, when you live a life of expectancy, man, and you expect it to happen, sometimes it does. Most cases it does. You know, it's something about the energy that we have inside of us that coalesces with the energy in the world, that coalesces with the energy in the universe, that allows things to happen. But you got to believe it, man. You got to believe that it's possible. You want to buy a house? You want to start a business? You know, those are thoughts. Those thoughts have life. Those thoughts have those thoughts have life. And once those thoughts begin to live, they push us in the direction of bringing about what it is that we want. You know? Obviously, there's a lot of footwork involved. You know, things don't just happen. You know, you can't, you know, a lot of times people say, pray on it, pray on it, pray on it, you know. give it to God, this and that. Yeah, all of that's good. There's nothing wrong with that. But you know, I have to still get up. I have to do some things. I have to make some things happen, man. You know, if you expect doom and gloom, all of your energy is gonna move toward bringing about that doom and gloom. You're gonna shroud your life in that because that's what you're thinking. If you think you can't do something, you won't. You won't. You won't. For sure. In a lot of cases, if you think you can do something, you just might. Staying within reason. Now, I can't say, yo, I'm gonna run through this. I'm gonna run through this brick wall. I believe I can run through this. I know I can. You know, you're not gonna run through a brick wall. You understand where I'm coming from. But you could best believe that if you tell yourself you can't do something, you won't. You won't. You know, and I talk a lot, man, you know, the biggest conversation I have on a daily basis is with me, you know, and I have to believe that I could do some shit. Vasquez, what's up? Vasquez, come on over, man. Y'all come on over here. Eric, Brain, y'all come on over here. There go the link right there. Mr. K, PM. Y'all come on. Brooklyn Dictator, y'all come on over. Click on that link right there. Come through. You know. Even Sean G, you know, I'm 52. You know. I had $1 million and lost it. And I expect to get it back. Exactly how, I'm not sure. But I expect it. I visualize it. I see it. I see it. I see me in Africa. Waking up, eating me some fresh fruit or vegetables, something, drinking some fresh juice, eating me some fresh eggs, not turning on the TV, not turning on no radio, not listen, just chilling. And being in a position where I have enough financial resources to do that. And I can live out the rest of my days doing as I please. Having the options. You need money. Money isn't everything. It shouldn't define you. You shouldn't let it define you. I won't let it define me. But when you got money, you have more options. You have more choices. You have more freedoms. Yes, indeed. And I expect I did it once, I could do it again. All I got to do, the main thing I got to do is maintain my good health. Number one. Because without your health, you ain't got nothing. Maintaining good health, good positive attitude, taking the bitter with the sweet. Get discouraged. I get discouraged. I trade in the market, I lose money. I trade in the market, I win money. I trade in the market, I lose money. I trade in the market, I win money. I trade. I get discouraged at times. But there's something inside of me that don't allow me to stay there no more. You know, I have this vision. It's a life of expectancy. You know, I keep this vision in my mind. I see all y'all in here. Y'all come on over, man. There go that link. Click on that link right there. But whatever it is you're going through, look at yourself. Look at your life. Look at what's going on with you. Look at your relationship. Look at your marriage. Look at whatever if you're single, whatever. If you practicing some self-destructive behaviors, or if you practicing good things, if good things happen, look at your primary train of thought. And look at, are you expecting these things to happen? And see how they correlate with your thoughts. Look at what's happening in your life and see how it correlates with your thoughts. It's a direct relation, man. It's a direct connection. A direct connection. You know, you can literally think your life into the ground. You know, that's why depression is so mean, and being sad. Now, all of these things are normal and natural, and everybody is impacted by these things. I don't care what motivational speaker you listen to. You know, I don't care who, what, you know, how successful they are, how great they are, what, you know, everybody gets punched in the mouth by life and goes through a depression, or goes through a sadness, goes through a slump. Hank Aaron. The greatest quarterbacks throw interceptions. The greatest basketball players miss free throws at critical moments. We all experience this, but the question becomes, how long do you stay there? How long do you stay there? You know, how quick can you come to your own aid and change your thought process? How quick can you come to your own assistance and start having a new conversation with yourself? That's what it comes to be. Yeah, it's fucked up right now, but do you still got your goals in the front of your head? Do you still got goals? Do you have any goals at all? Everybody on this live right here, man, click on that link. I pinned it up at the top of the live. That's the podcast with Soul. Come on over. Flipping Kicks. Click on that link, y'all. Kehinde, I see you. You gotta find it, man. You know, and it's really all on you. It's really all on you. But when you live a life of expectancy, when you expect things to happen, man, you know, it's a whole lot better than, you know, living a life of doubt or unsure or uncertain. And it's reflected in our current circumstance. Christopher Lee, thank you for that super chat, gentlemen. Take care of your health, seed, and signature. Christopher, thank you for that super chat, man. You got to expect it, man. David Andrews, you got to expect it. I mean, when I got out the joint, man, I didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't know what I was going to do. I was 47. Had just lost $1 million to everything else. I didn't know what I was going to do. But one thing I knew that was working in my favor, that the worst part of the circumstance of my life was behind me. The one thing I feared the most, which was going to prison, I had went, did it, it was behind me, and nothing was holding me back. If something is in front of you, that's holding you back, you got to get that shit behind you. You can't do nothing with that in front of you. If you dodging a situation or you afraid to confront a situation, you know, you scared to deal with a situation and you procrastinating and you putting it off thinking somehow it's going to solve itself when you know for a fact it ain't going to get fixed unless you roll up your sleeves and put your hands in there and get dirty. But you scared for whatever reason. As long as that shit is in front of you, you ain't going nowhere. You got to get it behind you. And I remember I got out of prison. I didn't have nothing, but I knew I didn't have, you know, the investigation was over. You know, the pretrial was over. My arraignment was over. My sentencing date was over. My self-surrender in the prison was over. I did all of my time was over. I wasn't going to the halfway house. I turned the halfway house down. I wanted to do all my time in the joint. So when I came home, I could pick Little Sean up and take him to McDonald's. So I knew that the only thing I had to do left was 1 year of probation. I had 1 year paper. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't going to get out here and do some of the same, do the same stupid shit that got me in that situation in the first place, that I was going to fly straight. So I knew I was going to be cool. And I had got everything behind me, man. And I got out and I got scared and I got stressed out because the reality, you know, I wasn't no longer in the joint saying, yo, what I'm gonna do when I get out, I'm gonna do this when I get out, I'm gonna do this when I get out. You know, I had that expectancy, I had that belief, but then I was out and it was real. And the reality set in that, like, I gotta start all over from scratch. And I got scared. I got stressed out. I lost weight. And I got it together. And then I started making moves, you know, toward my comeback. And, you know, I'm sitting here in front of this mic with you. 80,000 subscribers on my calisthenics page. That page is shadow banned by YouTube because I did a video on the last 17 months that was against, you know, they called it misinformation. You know, I got this channel. You know, I went from nothing to something because I expected it. I expected to come back. I expected to win. I expected to make a comeback. And whatever's going on with you in your life, man, I don't know what it is. You got to get it behind you. If you don't want to be married no more. You don't want to live with this person no more. You don't want to work this job no more. You know, and this is in front of you every day, all day. Whatever it is, you got to get it behind you so that you can move forward. As long as this thing is in front of you, it's blocking you. It's blocking you. You got to get it behind you. You know, and it's okay, man. It's okay to start all over. It's okay. Happens to the best of us. You know, whatever it is that you fear, you got to do it and get the courage afterwards. Even if you're scared, you got to step up to the plate and do it. And then you get the courage afterwards. I was scared to go to prison. Terrified. In West Virginia, I had never been to West Virginia before in my life. I was going to a federal joint. I said, what the, scared to death, but I went. Do that which you fear and you get the courage afterwards, man. You got to get that situation behind you. That situation is bringing about fears. It's bringing about fears and thoughts and conversations with yourself that's holding you back more than what you think. And you may have to take a financial hit in order to get through that situation. So what? You make money, you lose money. You know, money comes and goes. But your peace of mind, you can't put a dollar value on that. Can't put a dollar value on that. You know, like I told y'all yesterday, you can lose everything in the world. You can get it back. The only two things you can lose and not get back is time and your life. As long as you got your life, you all right. You got time, you all right. I'm 52, but I got time. I know I got, you know what I'm saying? I'm not like the typical 52-year-old who's looking to retire and chill and relax and start drawing down from their IRA, their individual retirement account, their 401k. Nah, not me. I'm still pumping. I'm still pushing. I'm looking at this thing called life from a different perspective. 50s is the new 30s. 50s is the new 30s, especially when you look good like I do. 50s is the new 30s. You know, tighten up your discipline game. Look at your life. Tighten up your discipline game. Are you drinking too much? Are you on the phone too much? Are you smoking too much weed? Are you watching too much TV? Are you listening to too much music? Are you staying up too late? Is your sleep pattern off? Look at some things that you need to tighten up in order to get back right, in order to take you to the next level. You know, there's certain requirements, unless somebody's going to just give it to you, which ain't likely for most of us. In order to achieve that life that we want, it requires a lot of discipline, a lot of change. You know what I'm saying? Click on that link right there, y'all. The rider, click on that link and come on over, man. To the podcast with Soul. You know, it's up to us. It's up to us. And go for yours, man. Go for yours. But you really, I really got to look at me. You know, I really got to look at me and like determine like where I want to go. Like, you know, I'm eventually I'm gonna move this podcast out of my living room. I run this from my living room, from my house, right? And that's okay. But I got visions of where I wanted to go and how I wanted to look and how it's gonna look and where I'm gonna move it. I speak in the affirmative as if it's already gonna happen. I expect it. And, you know, I see myself speaking at universities. I see myself you know, speaking at big functions. Because nobody gives it up like how I give it up. Nobody gives it up like how I give it up. I just don't see it. I just don't see it, you know, and I listen to a lot of other people and I'm not intimidated or impressed, you know, not dissing nobody, but, you know, I don't see anybody, me being afraid to go behind anybody. You know how some musical artists, you know, they would say like a lot of the rock bands in the 60s and 70s would say they didn't want to go on after Jimi Hendrix because his show was so all of that, you know, they couldn't top it, you know. I just don't see anybody, any speaker anywhere in this world that I couldn't go on after and hold my own and blaze the mic. You know, so we got to live these lives understanding that our thoughts and our words are living organisms. They have life and they manifest themselves through our physical reality. People that walk around talking about all of the problems and things going on with them, they stay mired in that. All of the people that walk around talking about the solutions to their problems end up getting out of their problems because they're dealing with the solution. You know, our attitudes come from our inner lives, man. As above, so below. As above, so below. As below, so above. The principle of correspondence in the Kabbalion. You know. So yeah, man. A life of expectancy, man. Live a life of expectancy. Lena, I see you. Quadrex, what's going on, man? So that's what it is, man. You know? There's nothing really holding us back. You know, and a lot of times I say, Sean, man, it's a lot of people that would love to be in the position that you in. There's a lot of people that would love to be in the position that you in that can't. You know, so we got to take advantage of these opportunities. We got to take advantage of we got to take advantage of the blessings and the opportunities that are presented. You got to move on it. You know, and fix your mind to believe that, you know, what you want will happen. And start speaking it into existence. That shit is real, man. That shit is real. You know, my best days are in front of me. My best days are in front of me, man. You know, I know they are yet to come. And you got to tell yourself that, man. My best days are in front of me, man. I'm fucked up right now. I'm going through a little rough patch right now, man. But I'm gonna come up out of this shit, man. And I'm gonna get back. My best days are in front of me. This business ain't taking off as quick as I wanted to, but I'm gonna keep at it, and I see where it can possibly go. You know, you gotta expect it, man. You gotta expect it. Fitness Green, what up? So, you know, this is what I was feeling today, man. So I figured I'd come on here, man, and kick it with y'all for a minute, you know. And, you know, it don't never stop, man. Hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button. I got 41 of y'all in here. I got 32 likes. What's up with that, man? Shout out to everybody in the live. Shout out to everybody in the live. Go on my website, man, gunbypublishing.bigcartel.com, man. Buy my new book, Volume 3 is out. If you bought the book, my shipment should be here next week. They said between the 7th and the 9th, man. So that's looking like next week. And as soon as they come in, man, I'm going to ship them out. I got a whole bunch of new orders. My man Dominic Rowe, what's up with you? He bought a bunch of people, man. Sign up to the Patreon channel, man. The Patreon channel was sold. You know, and we just keep doing our thing, man. You know, please subscribe to the channel. If you come through, appreciate the likes. Take this link and share it, man. And get busy with your life, man. Get busy with your life, man. You know, don't waste no more time. Don't waste no more time. Do what you got to do. Get the shit going. Let's go. Make it happen. You know? Dominic, bro, I see you, man. I see you. I see you. Shout out to you. Kahende, thank you for sharing with us this Monday. I appreciate it, and gather all the jewels you drop, King. Shout out to Kahende, man. That's my girl out there in San Francisco. That's my girl out there, man. She show a lot of love to the channel. Yeah. So yeah, man. What else going on with y'all? Everything good? Everything good? Yeah, man. So I'm just chilling, man. Got some good things coming up. And working on some stuff, man. We're going to keep this thing going. Farrah, what's up? I see you. We're going to keep this thing going. And, you know, we're going to keep doing our thing, man. All right, y'all. That's pretty much all I wanted to say. Anybody got a question? Any question and answers? Shout out to my super chatters. Christopher Lee, what's up? You got a question for me, Chris? CMH to the J. All right. Blessed tone, storm coming this way. Darius J, how do you keep that work ethic? Do you get discouraged or not even think of it? That's a good question, man. Tell him, David Andrews, this ain't no buffoonery here, man. This is a buffoonery-free zone. If you want buffoonery, you got to go somewhere else. Man, my work ethic is what it is, man. You know, I've worked like that my whole life. You know, I had a paper route starting in like the 6th grade, man. You know, my mother wasn't with that bullshit, you know. My mother wasn't with that. She worked 2 jobs, worked double shifts, 7 to 3, 3 to 11. She started off as a nurse's aide, then she became an LPN. Then from the LPN, she became a registered nurse. And, you know, her work ethic was tremendous, man. And I ain't never shied away from no work, you know. I ain't never shied away from no work. If you don't work, you ain't got nothing coming. You understand? You know, my mother just taught me to work, man. George Gunby taught me to work. And I love to work. You know, working keeps me sharp. I've done all kind of jobs. You know, delivered pizza, park cars, Burger King, Wendy's, golf course, corporate world, paper route. You know, I always was a hustler. That's just who I am, man. You know. Dilly 07, what up? That's a good question, though. That's a good question. You know, I just ain't gonna sit around and wait. You know. Yep. Yeah, man. Yeah, you know. When you work, you get results. When you work, you get results. When you don't work, you know, you don't get results. You know, this is the United States of America, man. You know, if you want to get rich, you could do it here. You know, maybe you can't do it in China. I've never lived in China. I've never lived in Russia. These are some 2 other powerful countries, but from what I understand, you know, they operate in socialism and communism, and you know, everything is given to you by the state. You just work for the state. You know, here you can make your shit happen. You can make your life what you want it to be. You know, and I was always moved by that. I was always moved by that. You know, I worked at the golf course. I caddied for a lot of rich dudes, man, and I said, yo, I want to experience that life. You know, I didn't have nothing coming, you know. So, you know, there was no trust fund for me. There wasn't none of that. So I had to make whatever I'd wanted happen in my own life, you know, and that's what I do. You know, everything I did, I built. Everything I did. What else going on, y'all? Quadrex says, I will be in America and I will succeed. Travel plans got a bit messed up as I was going to go over due to the current situation. I could dig it. Yep, I think I was making minimum wage at like $3.15 an hour when I was working at Burger King. That was what minimum wage was back then. Yep. But yo, man, let me get up out of here, man. I appreciate everybody coming through. Enjoy the rest of your day. Sean G, peace.
Yeah. Sean, what's up?
Stigmatism, man, what's up? Do anything.
What's up, man?
Okay. What is it, man?